Okay, fourth graders, I'm back. So the next part of the video is going to talk about relevant resources. You might be thinking, well, Miss Bell, we just talked about reliable resources. Well, a reliable resource will also be relevant. Relevant just means that it has to do directly with your topic. You're going to hear a few other words in this video that you may not know the meaning of. One of them is objective, and that means the person writing about a topic is presenting the facts and the evidence without allowing their opinion, their feelings, their emotions in the way of the truth. Another word you're going to hear is thorough. Thorough just means that a resource has every single piece of evidence and every fact on the topic that you are covering. Another word that you're going to see in the video is valid. Valid just means something that's true and something that definitely is current and up to date. You're also going to hear about two different types of resources, and pay attention to what those are, and pay attention to what types of resources fit into those two categories. You're also going to hear more about unreliable resources, and it's a bit different than what Ms. Bell covered last week. And you're going to hear about the date of publication. That is also called the copyright date with books and websites and articles. And we'll go over finding that date when we start looking through resources together. So enjoy the rest of the video. I hope you're enjoying them. It's made by a really good company, Teaching Without Frills, and I'm glad I found them. All right, so pay close attention, because after this, you're going to be doing an exit ticket to tell me what you remember from the videos.
Evaluate sources for relevance. When you research a topic for your writing, it's important to use relevant sources. A relevant source will have important, up-to-date information related to your topic. Finding relevant sources is key to writing a paper that will be accurate and thorough. There are two types of sources, primary and secondary. Let's say I'm writing a report on the Declaration of Independence. One source I'll want to use for my report is the Declaration itself. This is an example of a primary source. A primary source is an original document created at the time of the event. Other examples of primary sources include diary entries, interviews, letters, and photographs. As I continue my research, I may also find articles written by other authors about the Declaration of Independence. These are secondary sources. A secondary source is a text created by someone who has researched but not experienced the event. Examples of secondary sources include books, newspapers, encyclopedias, and online articles. Here are some questions for me to consider as I evaluate my sources for relevance. Does this source have information related to my topic? Does this source have evidence to support my thesis or opinion? Is this source up to date with the latest, most accurate information? Of course, this question only applies to secondary sources, because primary sources might be hundreds of years old but still valid and relevant to my research. Here are some strategies I can use to answer these questions and determine a source's relevance. Look at the title of the source. Read the introduction or conclusion. Read the headings, subheadings, or chapter titles. Skim the first paragraph after a relevant heading. And check the date of publication for secondary sources. So remember, when you use relevant sources, you ensure that you have the most important and up-to-date information about your topic.